Hey there, gorgeous soul, and welcome to Woohoo Wednesday. Thank you for choosing card number 2. Your intuition has guided you here, so let's jump on in and check out your beautiful divine soulful message. It is the card of chaos. Now, before you go, oh damn, that was not the message that I wanted to be able to receive. Remember, our soul gives us what we need, not always what we feel that we want. And it can sometimes pack a little bit of a punch, but let me sit here and share with you some huge insight that's going to come from this. What's happening for you at the moment is that you have got an abundance, and I mean an abundance because my brain feels like it's going to explode with so many things going on inside your head, and it makes it really difficult to discern what is the right thing for you. So what I'm going to do in this reading is I'm going to offer you my free workbook called Alignment of Self. Especially seeing we are in the week for the weekly energy forecast, which the overall theme is how to restore alignment. And I want to offer you this free workbook as an opportunity to be able to work through all of your ideas. Remember, sometimes when we look too deeply into things, we can actually find a whole lot of shit because you just keep digging and digging and digging and digging and not taking a moment to be able to recognize some of the warning signs. By being able to clearly and concisely be able to... Now, this was a word that I'm very conscious of using, okay? Compartmentalize. Now, normally we think of compartmentalizing as disassociating ourselves, whereas this way, how we're going to be able to use this compartmentalization is to be able to extract all of that noise and all of that frustration and all of those beautiful ideas that are just sitting inside of your head, and we're going to be able to put them down onto a piece of paper. The reason being is that when you have so much noise going on inside of your heart, inside of your head, it makes your nervous system really engaged, therefore it makes you anxious, and therefore that just exacerbates the situation. So we want to be able to do this exercise as a way to neutralize your nervous system, bring in a more sense of calm, but be able to start getting some tractions and start looking at solutions, which is where it has been lacking. By writing everything down, think about the workbook is going to provide you with a step-by-step guide on how to be able to extract all of the magic that is sitting in your head at this moment, which looks more like noise and distraction. We're going to convert that into magic, and because you're going to be able to bring forward that sense of that feeling as if the weight of the world has been shifted from you, and being able to then switch focus and start looking at the solutions. And the one thing I do want to share with you this is to really look clearly at what you're writing. Some of the aspects within your life, you are going to get epiphany moments of like, damn, I actually didn't realize that was bothering me as much as what's been unfolded in front of me. I knew it was coming up into my consciousness, but I sort of thought, and I dismissed it. But you're going to have one area of your life that just comes up, and it's just going to be like, bam. Now I understand why there is so much chaos, because now I've actually got to the real core of the problem. And all of that is superficial, but it's still needing you to be able to pay attention to it, because it all interrelates and it all interconnects. And as you know me, and if you've been following me for a while, you will have heard me say I'm a firm believer. Don't dance around the superficial. Get straight to the core, resolve the core, and you'll find that all of those other areas that are vying for your attention, rather than them being 5 or 6 things in each one of those quadrants, you're going to find that they'll start to break down, or only maybe 1 or 2 things that are vying for your attention, because the core problem is where you're working at. So you're going to find this exercise so incredibly powerful. So please be very, very patient with yourself. Give yourself permission to do this exercise through the Alignment of Self Workbook from a completely free and judgment zone, where you just let yourself open up your heart, connecting with that vulnerability and extract all of that, all of the ideas and everything that is going on for you onto a piece of paper. Immediately, your brain is going to feel a nice infusion of calmness, and therefore you're going to be able to then look at what you've written from a completely clear perspective, therefore being able to always come back to the one question I want you to be able to be constantly asking yourself is, what is my solution? What is it that I need? What action do I need to take? By coming in with those types of questions, therefore allows you to start gaining momentum, and it's in the momentum that the energy shifts, and when you step back into that space of feeling empowered and embodying and owning and taking full authority of how you feel and giving yourself permission to have written and given your thoughts and ideas and emotions a voice. And that is very, very powerful. So you may feel even a shift in your throat chakra as you're writing this. You may start noticing the types of dialogue that you're having with yourself, the conversation with self starts to shift into gear, where you start feeling that radiance of confidence because you're like, I know exactly where I need to go now. Peace out. This is awesome. And it's exactly what you've been looking for, is direction. And this is how we do it, is by reverse engineering and seeing what you're deeming as a problem to be the most powerful insight to unlock some huge epiphany for you, and therefore get traction and movement and start feeling a radiance within your own self, because it's you that's done that. We can get ourselves into problems, but it is you that gets yourself and finds the solution. And please remember that. Always be empowered through the different choices that you make, and don't play it down. Give yourself permission that once you're sat back, whether you make yourself a coffee or sit down with a glass of wine, you sit there and you say to yourself, gorgeous soul, I am so freaking proud of you. And watch how, again, that elevates a new lightness of recognizing the power and beauty that exists within your divine, gorgeous soul essence, that it is so ready to be let free and move fluidly, move in a way that feels juicy and gorgeous and affluent and authoritative, because you've made that decision for yourself. So I wish you an incredibly amazing week ahead now. As I mentioned, the free workbook called Alignment of Self, I've left the link below. Just go in, click, it'll be downloaded straight to your email inbox. Jump in and start doing the exercises. This has been what you have been asking for, and now I'm offering to you. Now it's up to you to convert your desires into actionable steps. And you know what? I believe in you. It's time. You're ready for this. So go out there and chase those dreams. Make them come true. Okay? So much love to you. Take care, and I'll see you again next week. And don't forget to leave me a comment below and let me know how this resonates with you. See ya.